Don't throw your lenses, kids. I really feel like I shouldn't. What a shame it would be if I broke this lens. Today we're talking lenses. Wow, look at that. Nice and straight to the point. So we're talking about the best first lens for the A6400. If you're looking to buy an A6400, I would recommend buying it with the 16-50 lens. If you can afford it, I would recommend buying it with the 18-135 lens. Having one of these kit lenses is the best option when you're very first starting out and you don't have any lenses whatsoever. You're going to be able to have some play with zoom and whatnot. It gives you a lot of versatility with how you can shoot and where you can shoot and what you can shoot with your lens. But this video is more focused to the person that wants to buy their second lens. There's a lot of videos on the best first, second, whatever lens that you should buy on the A6400 and on the A6500 and cameras and Sony and everything everywhere. I think I found probably the best solution. The lens I would recommend that you get is the Sony 30mm 3.5 macro. This lens is very cheap. It's like $250, which for a lens is not that much whatsoever. This lens does two things for you. It's a 30mm lens with the 1.5 times crop factor for the A6400. This is gonna be just about a 50mm lens. Everyone always talks about like the nifty 50. Obviously you're looking into lenses, so I'm sure you've seen videos about the nifty 50. Canon has one. There's a couple 50mm lenses in the Sony lineup that are pretty good. I would recommend if you do get a 50mm, get the full frame version, not the E-mount version. For when you upgrade later, you don't have to buy another 50mm lens. That's what I would recommend. Maybe not, because then it messes with your stops and how much light. So maybe you should get, I don't know, we're not talking about that today. We are talking about the 30mm lens. So this is going to act like a 50mm lens on the A6400. So, you know, a nifty 50, since this is a macro lens, the minimum focusing distance is insane. You can get really close to objects. And this can be very, very helpful. It gets you some crazy perspectives. If you're trying to do camera videos like what I'm doing, having a macro lens is pretty essential, really. If you want to make videos about like products or something that you need to get really close to, the macro lens is really where it's at. I use this lens all the time. This lens lets me get really up close to objects, something that I wasn't able to do before a macro lens. You can get so close to something and see so much detail, and it helps showcase a lot of products and cameras and all these other things that I look at, or that I'm taking video of. So you can get nice and close to logos or any little detail on anything. Anytime I'm filming some sort of product, I'm using this lens. This lens doesn't just have to be a macro lens. It is just a 30mm at the end of the day. So you can use this lens as a normal 30mm lens. This lens is just super versatile. It really is. I would recommend this over any other lens for your very first lens. So the Sony 30mm is definitely my pick for the best first lens. If you know that you're not going to be doing a whole bunch of like product shots and like you don't want to get that close to something, the second lens that I would recommend that you get, or in replace of this lens, whatever, another lens that I would definitely recommend that you get is the Sigma 30mm f1.4. So that lens is gonna do a majority of what this one does. It's gonna bring in more light, so you're gonna have more of a blurry background. You're just not gonna be able to get up close to things. For the work that I do, I like to get really up close to things. It helps me showcase products and stuff like that. I love the macro feature of this lens, and that's why I think this is the best first lens, period. You should have this lens. Having a macro lens gives you way different perspectives. I didn't know how much I was gonna love this lens until I got this. But again, if you don't want that feature, get the Sigma version. It's like $300. This is like $250-ish, so it's not that big of a price difference. I'm gonna end up with the Sigma lens for stuff like this, for these talking pieces, and then have this macro lens for just like my product stuff. I wish this lens was black. That's the only thing I can possibly say. That's about it. Look at this. I can zoom in. Oh, that's as much as it zooms in. I can zoom out. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, it's my studio. I can zoom back in. look forward to a video talking about this and some other accessories for the A6400. But that's all that I have for you today. I really think that everybody should have this lens. It's $250, so if you're on a budget, it's perfect for you. If you're not on a budget, why not get this lens? If you're not on a budget, then $250 is nothing for you. So I definitely think that you should have this lens. It's just amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. If you've been watching a lot of the videos recently on my channel, then you've seen me use this lens. You might not have known it, but I have been using this lens every single video. So I think that having this lens or having any kind of macro lens in your arsenal is just a must. You have to have it. You do. Well, that's all that I got. I don't know, my hands are up. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment what your setup is on your A6400. What lenses are you using? What lenses do you want? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a conversation. And that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to come back in a couple days. I upload Tuesdays and Saturdays. I've been pretty consistent with that, so I'm very happy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is me trying to like get words to come out of my mouth, like just ugh. Yeah, whatever. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, this remote is awesome.